Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Renegade Tarot, and this is the general reading for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. And I've already pre-shuffled the deck and meditated on the energy using 3 separate decks, getting 3 cards to give us a where are we coming into this week? Where are we by the middle of the week, and what are we to expect or prepare ourselves for at the end of the week? Now, one thing to consider is, regardless if you perceive it as positive or negative, even the negative has a positive. Look, why? Because would you rather fall in the hole, or would you rather have an idea that there was a hole there so you can prepare? You probably avoid the hole, because knowing the current energy is giving you an idea of the future and giving you an idea of where it will end up if you stay in the present energy wherever you are, whether you're in denial or admitted, once you can get to the understanding of you have to change your outlook in the present moment if you don't like what the outcome says. So the first card that we have coming into the week, and we stepping into the week like on our Ali with the boom, 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 boom. The champ is here. Why? Because we have the 9 of Pentacles. Look at her. Mommy abundant. I mean, like, this is a good omen. This is a pretty much a sign or a symbol representing the fact that abundance is here. You feel me? We done got everything together, and this is a good sign for the summer. At this point in time, if you're making, I'm hearing financial investments, maybe somebody is trying to start a business, or you're venturing into, it might be a new relationship, whatever it is, this is a good omen of abundance, showing that all of the signs are pointing towards a good outcome. So that is a good omen there. Followed by the present moment, which is celebration. So you already had an idea in your inner being that this is what it was, because as you can see, weekend warriors, the females, past, present, and future, they already in the moment, they're enjoying it, and this being the oracle card, I'm going to go ahead and look at what it says about the celebration. Why? Because the third card looking at towards the end of the week is So, the Lovers in reverse, and that was actually a card that kind of hit me because I understand the energy that I'm getting from the whole movie is a lot of times we'll get in a situation and we're celebratory, like when you know you got it. But don't make the error, as being the star of your movie, don't make the error of being a celebrity surrounded by yes men. You need the discipline of people that will disagree with you, people that will tell you, hey, you're not doing it right. Because from what I see, this is pretty much, as it applies to relationships, I'm seeing somewhat of a quarrel where somebody thinks that they have it already together. Don't tell me nothing. Is what I'm hearing. Don't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. But the person is only trying to give you an advice because they can see the folly in you being a little overzealous. I'm hearing maybe it's a job opportunity. You like, I got this in the hole. And the person is telling you, preparate. This is basically saying, celebrate the victory, but keep working towards the victory. Why? Because when we have the Lovers in reverse, and I love this deck. Why? Because it has a different, I get a different energy from this card. Now, when I look at this Lovers, what I notice is the masculine energy on this card is like, I got this. I got this. And shorty like, you think you got this, bruh, but you kind of stepping on my toes. Remember, it was reverse. You kind of stepping on my toes, my guy. Feminine energy is like, don't forget that this is where you come from. Like, you have to understand the balance. You feel me? I'm on top. Look, I'm on top. That's why you see me. I'm on top, but you're not on top. Because by the end of this week, if you don't check that energy, It might lead to a problem in your relationship. It might lead to a problem in the outcome. You might not get that victory that you thought you were going to get. So right now, what our lesson for the week is to be disciplined. Now, with that being said, let's look at what the Oracle card is saying about which is actually the air card. This is the 3 of air from the Oracle deck. So, the 3 of air says, and I enjoyed reading it. Actually, when I read the book for the first time. And it says, the 3 women dancing on these 3 women dancing in the wind and the rain remind us that celebration never need depend on outside circumstances. We need not one for a special holiday, a formal occasion, nor a sunny and cloudless day. True celebration arises from the joy that is first experienced deep within and spills over into an overflow of song and dance and laughter, and yes, tears of gratitude even. When you choose this card, it indicates that you are becoming more and more available and open to many opportunities that are to celebrate in life and to spread this by cognition to others. Don't bother about scheduling a party on your calendar. Let your hair down, take your shoes off, and start splashing in the puddles right now. The party is happening all around you every moment. Life is a moment to celebrate, to enjoy. Make it fun, a celebration, and then you will enter the temple. The temple is not for the long face, and it has never been for them. Look at life. Do you see sadness anywhere? Have you ever seen a tree depressed? Have you seen a bird anxiety-ridden? Have you ever seen an animal neurotic? No, life is not like that, not at all. Only man has gone wrong somewhere, and has gone wrong somewhere because he thinks himself to be very wise, very clear. Your cleverness is your disease. Do not be too wise. Always remember to stop. Do not go to the extreme. A little foolishness and a little wisdom is good. And the right combination makes you comfortable. We have to understand that, yes, it's all right here. When you're working for it, sometimes you only see the end success goal. But what you need to realize is once you get there, it's the end and a new beginning simultaneously. In hindsight is 2020. I'm gonna tell you from experience, don't go through the obtaining of something that you think that you want that is outside of your reach, only to obtain it and say the inevitable question, now what? I got it. Okay. It didn't even feel like I thought it was gonna feel. It actually felt better trying to obtain it. The wonder and the suspense of not knowing whether I'm going to obtain it. Oh, it seems so close, yet so far away. It's at my fingertips. But I think the celebration card is really drawing us back to the reminding that this is the fool's journey. Don't get too full of yourself, F-U-L-L, to forget that you are just a fool. The fool card being the understanding that you must live in the experience uninhibited. A lot of times we get into these constructs, be it your job, be it your relationship, be it you trying to improve, be it you trying to discipline, you're trying to do something new. A lot of times we force this work ethic on ourselves that's given to us by society, but the freeness, the innocence is what we need to draw ourselves back to. We need to recollect what it's like. Why? Because this, like I said, this Lover's card in reverse is showing me, energy-wise, that there are people around you that are trying to tell you, hey, bring it down just a, bring it down just a little bit, bring it back into recognition. So as we go into this week, we already see that it's an abundant time. It's a good time to be celebratory. It's a good time to don't wait for whatever it is. Celebrate now. one of the spiritual sayings that, is taken from a biblical aspect, where they say to praise as if you already have it. In the more Gnostic understanding, it's the affirmation, the law of attraction, that you have to already live as though you had it now. I recall talking to a friend who was saying about how he was thinking about getting in a relationship with a love that he had let go. Now, while he's telling me this, he's on his phone, he's scrolling through pictures, and he's like, oh, that chick is hot. Immediately, I was drawn to an analogy of a person saying that I want to be a construction worker, I want to build, but you don't never go get no hammers, you ain't got no nails, you're not doing nothing that shows in your action that this is what you actually want. So don't have the folly of your words and not the follow through of your actions. Make sure that they equate, that they're balancing out. A lot of times it's more important to go through with the action, like the card is saying. Celebrate. Don't wait for the party. Already be the party. Be the party. Don't wait. Bring the party with you, because I told you, boom, 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 boom. The champ is here. You already got a reason to celebrate everything that you have. You already have everything that you think you want. You already have it. So start celebrating and preparate yourself. Get the balance so that we can turn this Lover's card right side up. Alright? Because, and it's an appreciation. Some of us need to tell those around us that we hear their advice, even when they don't think that we do. Let them know. Because, like I said, this feminine energy is the knowing. In this card, she knows. Look at her face. Look at his face. I got this. Alright? So, even though you got this because you celebratory, you feel me? Because you came in popping, you came in stunting, you feel me? But it's still recognizing the fact that you need not be in your ego. Don't let your ego party too much, is what I'm being called to understand. Don't let your ego party too much. Check it. Because if you don't check your ego, you're going to ruin the party. Okay? This is my shit. All that. You're going to ruin the party. So, that pretty much is our general reading for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. Make sure if it resonates with you, that you like, comment. Let me know how it resonates with you in the comments. You feel me? Like, share. Let's get the message out there and be back for the next round.